Welcome students. We will start with NCERT Economics. That is Part A, Chapter 7, Concepts of Revenue. So let's begin. First we will know the meaning of revenue. Revenue refers to the amount received by a firm from the sale of a given quantity of a commodity in the market. There are three concepts of revenue: total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue. Total revenue: it is the total money received of a producer on account of the sale of his total output. It can be calculated by multiplying the units of the sale with the price. TR equal to price into quantity, where TR equal to total revenue, P equal to price, and Q equal to quantity. For example, if a firm sells 10 units of a product at a price of rupees 200 per unit, then total revenue that a firm obtains from its sale is rupees 2000, that is 10 into 200. Next, average revenue. It refers to revenue received per unit of output sold. It is the same as price of the commodity. Thus, average revenue equal to total revenue divided by total output sold. Next, marginal revenue. It is a change in total revenue on account of the sales of an additional unit of output. Thus, MR equal to change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. For example, if a producer sells 10 units of a product at a price of rupees 200 per unit, he will get rupees 2000 as the total revenue. If he now increases sale of the product by 1 unit and sells 11 units, suppose the price falls to rupees 190 per unit. He will therefore obtain total revenue of rupees 2090 from the sale of 11 units of the good. This means that the 11th unit of output has added rupees 90 to the total revenue. Hence, rupees 90 here is the marginal revenue. Next, relationship between TR, AR and MR. When price is constant, when price is variable. When price is constant, you see here in this table, price, quantity, TR, AR and MR has been given here. You see here in this table, the price is fixed at rupees 10. Total revenue increases proportionately as quantity of output is increased. Average revenue is fixed and is equal to marginal revenue. Here, AR is also equal to price. Therefore, P equal to AR equal to MR. Now, this table has been expressed in the form of a diagram. If price is fixed, the average revenue curve is a horizontal straight line parallel to the quantity axis. Marginal revenue will coincide with it as shown in the figure. In this figure, it clearly shows that every additional unit of the product can be sold by the firm at a given price. So, under fixed price situation, we can now conclude a relationship between AR, MR and TR as under: TR increases at a constant rate, AR is equal to price and remains the same at all the levels of output sales, MR equals AR and remains the same at all the levels of output or sales. Next, when price is variable. You see here in this table, quantity sold, price per unit, TR, AR and MR has been given here. Now this table has been expressed in the form of a diagram. When AR falls as output increases, MR also falls. MR falls at a greater rate than AR. TR is maximum when MR is 0. This happens at 6 units of output. MR can cross the x-axis while AR can't. This is for the simple reasons that the firm will not charge negative price for its product. Moving of the MR curve in the negative region would imply that if a firm tries to sell more by reducing the price of the product, it may find that the additional cell only brings in negative revenue for it. In other words, its TR falls. Thus, when MR becomes negative, TR falls. Negative MR is possible when price is declining. Next, relationship between AR and MR. When MR is greater than AR, AR rises. When MR equal to AR, AR is constant, and when MR is smaller than AR, AR falls. You see here in this diagram, up to point K, MR lies below AR. Hence, AR is rising upwards. At point K, AR equal to MR. Therefore, AR becomes almost parallel to the x-axis. After point K, MR lies below AR. Hence, AR is sloping downward. Thus, we see that it is the MR which determines the shape of AR curve. Note that when MR rises, MR becomes greater than AR. The reason is that MR is limited to the one unit of output only, whereas AR is derived from all the units of output. This results is comparatively lesser rises in AR. Similarly, AR can fall only when fall in MR is greater than fall in AR. So students, with these topics, chapter 7 ends. Thank you.